a missionary who made it to heaven. I was transported beyond the grave to see the grave realities of the afterlife. When I saw the spirit world and the world of the dead, I was hopeless because of the things that I had seen. Grave and dangerous realities are waiting for humanity beyond the grave. I was so horrified that I said, Lord Jesus, if I ever serve you, please get me out of here. Quickly the Lord Jesus Christ appeared to me. The Lord said, I want you to tell the world about the realities of the afterlife and the judgment awaiting humanity. Then the Lord began to show me the world. It was in absolute darkness, for, behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, but the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon them. I said, Lord, I can only see darkness. The Lord said, this darkness is not the night but people deeds. The people of the world are walking in darkness, that is why you see the world covered by darkness. People are walking in ignorance, even my people are attached to the things of the world. Light has come into the world, but people loved darkness instead of light because their deeds were evil. I said, you are the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a basket. Instead, they set it on a stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. The Lord showed me the world clearly. The Lord told me, let me rewind the time so that we can travel to the past. Immediately I saw the Lord making a hand sign. He was scrolling something. As a result, he rewinded the time and we found ourselves in the past. The Lord is the master of time and circumstances. I saw that when I was out of the body with the Lord, as we traveled to the past, my senses were powerful. I was able to recognize people that I don't know. I have never seen the revival leader Alexander. I heard about this man who is the instigator of the revival hitting our country, but when the Lord scrolled the time and took me to the past, quickly I saw a man that was dressed in safari, and he was walking in the street. As he was walking in the street, at that moment, I saw another man coming down from heaven. This man was dressed in white and he had wings. I said to the Lord, Master, who is the man walking the street and who is that man coming from heaven and having wings? The Lord said, you don't know the man dressed in safari and walking the street. Quickly the Lord pulled out a photo and he showed me the photo. At that moment I was able to recognize the revival leader Alexander. I said, Lord, what about the man who is wing and is following him? The Lord said, a man is a man, an angel is an angel, and God is God. The one coming down from heaven with wing is my angel. He is an angel. Say angel. I said angel. The Lord said, I am showing you the death of my servant the revival leader Alexander. When the Lord spoke that way, I saw this angel of God that came down. He was behind the man of God, and then he touched him on the shoulder and he said, I just came to tell you that your time is up. It is time for you to go back home in the glory. The leader Alexander said to the angel of God, okay, let me do few things I am supposed to do. Then the angel of the Lord returned to heaven. I then saw Pastor Alexander went to prepare for his death. I saw the Lord doing hand sign as if he was scrolling something. He was actually fast-forwarding days. As a result, time was fast-forward and went quickly, and few days later the man of God Alexander died. I saw people crying and mourning for him as the news of his death began to spread. While people were crying, I said, Lord, look, he is not dead, for he is sitting on the side of his body smiling. He was actually the first man I saw laughing in the afterlife in great joy. I saw that the leader Alexander was holding a staff that was shining, and I saw that he was complaining. He was looking at his shining staff and he said, I came to the world with this staff, but I regret the fact that I have not left it to someone. I should not have taken it with me in the afterlife. In the coming year there will be hard time for the church. I wish someone will take this shaft in order to continue what I have started, for there is hard time ahead. Who can take this staff in order to continue my mission in the country? The man of God seemed to be seeking someone that was supposed to take his staff, while the people were crying for his death. At that moment I saw a brightening celestial vehicle descending from heaven, and when the heavenly car landed, I saw bright angels of God descending and heading towards the Pastor Alexander. They hugged the revival leader who was happy to see them. When he was about to embark the celestial vehicle with the angels of heaven, he greeted the people who were crying for his death, but they could not see him. Finally the heavenly vehicle took off the ground and rose in the sky. As I stood watching the celestial vehicle, I saw the heavenly vehicle stopping in space. As the celestial car was suspended in the air, I saw the Pastor Alexander coming out of the heavenly vehicle, and he stood in space watching the country, and the man of God lamented for the country. His tears fell on the land of the country, and he said, "There is no one who succeeded me. There is no one that will keep the church which is the light of the nation." Then I saw Alexander saying, "I am not going with the staff, I will leave it above the country so that someone may take it and continue the work I began." The man of God took the staff and he pressed it on the empty space, and I saw the shining staff suspended in the air. Then this pastor entered the heavenly vehicle, which rose toward the sky. The Lord said, "This man was my faithful servant, he served me in spirit and truth. He walked in my fear in his life and he kept my word. However, there is no one to continue his mission. He has not left a successor, therefore there is coming confusion in my church in Congo. There is coming love of money, materialism and personal interest. The devil will hijack and sabotage my church. There is no one that will carry the staff now." I said to the Lord, "Who can replace this man in the country?" "There must be someone." The Lord said, "When the time set by God come, he will be replaced. Whoever walk in holiness, purity and my fear, the one who keep my principle will be his successor." The Lord said, "My servant Alexander got this staff from the late prophet Simon, who died in the 60, but he could not find a servant to pass it to." At that moment the Lord made a gesture with his hand as if he was scrolling the world. Actually the Lord was rewinding the time. As a result we landed in a time before the birth of the Pastor Alexander. The Lord took me to a place in the spirit world where human spirit wait before their birth on the earth. It was made known to me that we were in the immigration center in the spirit world, where we were able to see the past, the present and future. Actually the Lord showed me that before the birth of this pastor there was a divine discussion about his mission on the earth, and it was agreed that since the treasure he was carrying in his spirit was great and heavy, his life on the earth should be limited. He would not reach 80 or 90. When this decision was taken in the pre-existence, when the man of God was about to be born in the world, the Lord took me to the second heaven, and I saw the devil holding a council. On the menu was the life of the man of God Alexander, who was about to be born on the earth. In this gathering of demon, I saw a marine spirit, a water goddess of the local stream, rose among the congregation of demons before Lucifer. She said to the audience, "Since this man that is to be born is sent by God, we will not be able to deviate his mission and his destiny. He will surely fulfill his mission the way his God want him to do it. However, what we can do is this: we must work on his spiritual heritage and his spiritual children and those who hear his teaching. We must work in order to stop his faithful from continuing his mission. We don't want him to have the kind of children that will continue his mission, therefore his message should die with him. There should not be continuity of his ministry after his death. Let's stop him from exploiting his knowledge through books and training. He must die with his teaching. If the next generation of leaders in Congo ever master his teaching, the church in Congo will rise and will be used by God to touch the world. This baby that is to be born should not pass his teaching to the next generation, for it's dangerous. His teaching will be powerful and God's treasure in him is too heavy." Brother, this was the resolution of the council of Lucifer in the second heaven about the baby that was to be born. Thus the church in Congo has not profited from this leader in terms of teaching, though he had evangelized the country and won soul. When the man of God died and was embarked in the heavenly vehicle, I saw demons who were waiting for his death so that they can stop what he had started. Pastor Alexander has begotten men of God, but his teaching is not well known. Brother and sister, in the immigration center in the pre-existence, when human spirit are to be born, they are fallen angel that are stars hunters. These angel of Satan who investigate stars of baby that are to be born, tried to deviate babies from their destiny and their mission. They tried to deviate the man of God mission. They only succeeded from stopping him from leaving his mental and staff to his follower. Then the Lord fast forward the time again. As a result, I saw an accident happening in the main boulevard. The Lord said, "You remember this accident that happened in the year 2017? I said, "Lord, I am in amazement. I wish I can fast forward and rewind the time like you. I want to rewind the world so that I can experience events of ancient times like you. Basically I wanted to go back to the normal world. The Lord said, when people die on the earth, God sent his heavenly vehicle for souls that belong to him. Those who don't belong to him will go to the place of torment, for it is appointed for men once to die and after this the judgment. But those who die before their time will wander the earth until they reached their time. When we were beyond the grave I saw people all over with light on the forehead. These light was either shining strongly or blinking or turned off. The Lord said, those who are hypocrite and those who have double life, their light is blinking, because they live and sin, yet they take pleasure in confessing their sin and they still practice it. They fail to come out their sin, and they sin deliberately in order to confess, yet whoever practices sin is of the devil. The Lord said, people whose light are turned off go to church to hear the word. They go to church but in their heart they are no longer my children. Those people whose light are shining stronger are people who walk in my fear and evangelize. As we continue to move I saw churches that were shining but other churches had light turned off. The Lord said there is no light in many churches. They preached false gospel of prosperity yet people are dying because of sin. You do things for your own interest. There is no glory. My light is in the life of those who fear me and walk in my word. Whatever you are following in this world, tell the people everything will be destroyed. While we were moving in the spirit world, I saw a dark vehicle moving in the country. The vehicle of hell was filled with dark energy and there was darkness. There was world music and Christian music playing in the vehicle of demon. The Lord said, these Christian song does not come from my spirit. You will tell my people, they are not supposed to make song for me, they are supposed to receive song from my spirit through inspiration in order to praise and worship. They must not write song from themselves in order to sing for me, for I will only receive song that my spirit give you. When you sin for popularity and money, the devil will inspire you. The Lord said, music used to change people, to heal and deliver, but the devil has changes everything.